Hey everybody, welcome back to Building Up. My name is Tyler, and today I'll be making the Thunderbolts out of Lego. And as of filming this, I still haven't seen the movie yet because I wanted to get this video out for the release weekend, but I'm assuming it's going to be awesome just based on the trailers. Quick update from future/present Tyler here. I just got out of a screening, and I'm happy to confirm that, yeah, it's awesome. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first up is Elena, and to make her, I started with the legs and arms from Black Widow from the first Avengers. Then I got the torso from the official Elena figure from the Black Widow movie, the head from Captain Marvel, and the hair from Luke Skywalker. And for accessories, I gave her a black backpack/parachute from the CMF Series 16 Spy and a pair of automatic pistols. Moving over to Red Guardian, I started with the legs from the CMF Series 25 Fierce Barbarian, but erased the printing, then just used the shield and torso from the official Red Guardian figure that came in the cancelled Black Widow Comic-Con set, which I got from Bricklink. I swapped the arms with these printed ones from the Polybag Rocket Raccoon to add some detail, then used the beard from the CMF Series 13 Classic King and the head from St. John Prescott from Jurassic World Legend of Isla Nublar. Then to add his helmet, I traded out the beard with this one from Wily Fusebot from the Lego Movie CMF so I could fit a Captain America helmet, which I painted dark red. And this paint job didn't turn out quite as clean as I would have liked, but I feel like this combo of parts works pretty well. I also thought about using these legs from Shredder from Ninja Turtles, which work great too, but let me know which part you guys think is better. And before I move on to the next custom, I wanted to mention the Red Guardian limo service trailer that dropped about a week ago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor and go look it up after this, because it's seriously incredible marketing.
I do business trips. I do school pickups, fancy funerals, and regular funerals.
But next up is Taskmaster, and to make her, I started with the legs from a Robo-Swap figure from the Lego movie. Then the torso and hood are from the official Taskmaster figure from the Black Widow movie, but I swapped out the head with this one from the Reaper figure from Overwatch. And for accessories, I added the shield from that Comic-Con set and a silver machete in the other hand. Next up is Ghost, and to make her, I started with the legs and torso from this Knight of Ren figure from Star Wars, then used a plain white head and got this blank white helmet from the Iron Man Snowman from the 2021 Avengers Advent Calendar. So a pretty simple custom, but I love this new look for Ghost, and I feel like it translated really well into Lego form. Moving over to Bucky, I started with the legs from a Jurassic World ACU guard and the torso from Franklin Webb, also from Jurassic World, but swapped out the left hand with a silver one. The head is from Bucky from the first Marvel CMF, and the hair is from Bucky from Civil War. And finally, I added a black blaster as an accessory. Next up is John Walker, aka US Agent, and to make him, I started with the legs from this Dragon Knight minifig, then the torso comes from this racing bike driver. I used the head from this Aquaman figure and topped it off with the medium nougat swept hair from the Fierro mini doll from Wicked. And for an accessory, I gave him a dark gray shield with ridges from the classic castle theme. Then to make him in his helmet, I got this one from Captain America and painted it black. Moving over to Valentina, I started with the legs from Margaret Hamilton from the Women of NASA Lego Ideas set and added this white cloth skirt from Sensei Wu from the Lego Ninjago movie, which I flipped inside out. Then the torso is from Pepper Potts and the head comes from Elaine from the Lego Ideas Seinfeld set, which works perfectly since Julia Louis-Dreyfus plays both characters. And to top this one off, I used this dark brown hair with light gray highlights from Narcissa Malfoy from Harry Potter. Next up is Bob, and I just started with some medium nougat legs and got the torso from Kenji Khan from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. The head is from Hawkeye, then I got the hair from Martin from the Friends theme. Moving on to Sentry, I started with the legs from the CMF Series 17 Circus Strongman, but erased the printing and added yellow hips. Then the torso comes from the CMF Series 5 Boxer, which works really well with that big belt printing, and I added those dual molded arms from Minnie Mouse. The cape is from Lando Calrissian from The Rise of Skywalker, then I used the same head and got the hair from old Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi. And if you wanted to make a more comic accurate version, you could use this head and hair combo from these two different Aquaman figures. But moving over to the Void, I love how, at least in the trailers, they show him as just a silhouette, and that made it a really interesting challenge to recreate that in Lego form. So to make him, I started with plain black legs and a plain black torso, then got the cape from Huntress from the DC CMF. The head comes from this Jawa from Star Wars, and I topped it off with the hair from Loki from the first Marvel CMF. And last but not least, here we have the chicken suit guy that Bucky punches in the trailer. And I'm pretty sure this character won't have a huge part to play in the movie, but it was just such a weird part of the trailers, and I thought it could be a fun bonus minifigure for this video. So to make that, I started with some bright light orange legs and got the torso from Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. Then those wing arms and chicken headpiece are from this chicken suit boy from the Lego Store's Build-A-Minifig station, and I just used a plain red head underneath. But those are all the customs I made for today, and while I wish Lego had given us an official set or two, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. And like I said, I still haven't seen the movie as of filming this, so let me know if there are any major characters or cameos I missed, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video in the next few weeks. And while you're down in the comments section, like always, let me know if you had any favorites from the showcase, and if you'll be making any of them for yourself, or if you do anything different to make them even better. Alright, and there you have it guys, my custom Lego Thunderbolts minifigures. But that'll do it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Actually, if you're still watching, I have a project over on Lego Ideas celebrating the upcoming 50th anniversary of Rocky, and it could become an official Lego set if it can gather enough support. So please use the links in the description below to check out the full video and to show your support over on the Lego Ideas website, and I'd really appreciate it. But wait, if you're also a nerd and you want to see more, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok @BuildingUpBricks, and as always, keep building up.